Hey everybody, I'm a little foggy right now. That's better. I'm trying to go live because we might have our first place finishers coming to the finish line now. Unfortunately, due to the weather issues that they were having up there in Alaska and the visibility, they were not able to complete the glacier portion of the last trek. And so Team Bones is really, really close now to the finish area. In fact, I'm going to pull up the tracker now for everyone to see. Let me get it up. So we have been tracking. We think that they're there. I'm hoping to go live if we can. It looks like Jeff might be right there with them. And or Nick. So we're hoping that we can catch them in this last little bit. They don't have very far to go to get back to the finish line. It looks like maybe close to a mile, maybe a little bit longer than a mile. It's hard to tell with where the tracker is. Maybe I'll see if Nick can jump on, but guys, obviously we're going a little bit early, but I'm hoping that to catch them. It's unfortunate when something like this happens, and they had to make decisions for the safety of the racers. I know that many are going to be disappointed that they're not going to get to go up on the glacier, but just with the way that the weather was, there was actually no way to make that happen right now. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to catch them coming into the finish now. If we zoom out a little bit, we can see this ability is up at one of the checkpoints. Still need to head up the mountain. And then Warriors on their way down as well. They should be down in a couple hours. But hoping that we can gather some people to catch them along the way towards the finish. It's really hard to tell exactly where everybody is. Oh, Jeff is coming in right now as we speak. Hey, Jeff.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
Well, just another morning.
Well, I wanted to try to go live so that we could not miss Bones coming in. It looks like they are about just under a mile left to get to the finish area.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the road here coming into Alyeska. So
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we catch the winners as they cross. Uh
yeah,
I mean, listen, it's a bummer that the weather, kind of put a damper on the glacier, but that's adventure
yeah,
racing,
you
right?
can you can see behind me. I mean, it's just a complete whiteout.
Yeah, Hunter's sent me the video earlier and I posted it of the decision when it was made up at the top. Uh
Yeah,
and when the safety people are calling you and telling you can't make a rescue, you have to make those decisions.
yeah, they were. You know, they know that most of the racers are experienced and they're well trained athletes. They all had their certifications. They all had, everything you can do to be prepared for that. But the problem is that the unlikelihood of you falling or hurting yourself or anything like that, it's high risk as it is on top of a glacier when you can see.
Right.
And when you can't see and the high winds are so bad that they're like, yeah, we can't fly a helicopter up there for 18 hours. So if you get injured, you're up there for whatever time it takes for this weather to clear, and then they can come get you. And that's just too much of a risk. There's not $1 million prize on the line. There's just a trophy. So I'd rather see everybody here just be safe and be able to, do this again one day.
And I mean, you still have some teams that are there at the resort that either I mean, it looks like 5060 has sent a couple of their people up for the relay.
Yeah.
And Breaking Butterflies has their second crew going up the mountain right now for their relay. How are teams there kind of taking the news as that has come down?
Well, some days Disneyland's just closed. You went to SeaWorld and you went to Universal and oh yes, Friday we're gonna go to Disneyland and Disneyland just happens to be closed. But they got to see a lot of cool stuff. They got to do a lot of neat things. Everybody is pretty much, they know they're out here. They see the mountain and they're like, yeah, I understand. I'm disappointed, but I understand. I don't want to risk my life up there.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier, and you were saying how even the people that were experienced and had done this, like they, because of the conditions, were nervous because of the conditions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean you got Team Bones who has, tons of mountaineering experience and glacier experience and have done this several times. And um, you know, when they went up there with the safety crew and they were just like they knew, I mean, halfway up they knew the winds just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and the whiteout just kept getting bad. And they just knew they couldn't see no more than 50 yards. And it's just not safe, period. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Um, it's how, like, this ability, I think, is the only team that is out on the course that probably doesn't have any idea what is going on.
No, Nick is out there. They have to pop out from a trail onto the dirt road that leads up to Crow Pass parking lot.
Okay.
And Nick is out there waiting for them as they come out of the woods. And this ability is going to be super disappointed. But everybody here kind of had a feeling just coming in here this morning and last night, seeing what the weather was doing, that there could be a possibility of this being canceled this morning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know there's going to be some disappointment. I mean, this ability drop points early on to try to get get up to the glacier, and so now
Yeah.
they will definitely be disappointed, but it's better to be disappointed than be unsafe. So
Yep. Yeah. And I paid an extra $3,000 to be able to use the glaciers as so what I think I'm gonna do is maybe next summer I'll do a pre-Alaskan trip up here where I'll have some credits with the resort and stuff, and I'll just be like, hey, if you fly out here, everything will be calm. Just come on out. We'll climb a glacier, and the people that missed out, maybe we can do it next year. But the glaciers are not going anywhere. Well, they are going a little bit
a
away,
little bit, yeah.
but they'll be here for a lot longer than us. So then we can come back and it's Alaska. Like I said, I told you the weather changes on a dime. Yesterday was beautiful. And the day before that was absolutely gorgeous, and we just missed it. We just missed our opportunity, man.
Yeah, it's that's weather, right? I mean, you have some days where it's beautiful and you don't need it to be, and other days where you need it to be beautiful and it's not. So
Right.
It looks like the tracker just updated. Let's see where they are. So it looks like they're on the road, kind of heading down to where you guys are right now on the
Yeah.
highway.
Randy's down here. And he looks like a wildlife photographer hiding in the bushes here, with his long lens, trying to capture the epic finish up this road. I really thought about I thought about a lot of things when I designed this course, and one of the things I always like doing is have some sort of epic finish. This coming up something. You know, when you finish in downtown Blue Ridge, that's always really super cool. When you finish off the bridges in Chattanooga, that's really cool. So this has a very, very long straight road all the way up to the finish line. And, you know, I told you there's the finish line right here at the resort with this, you know, with the mountain that they had already climbed this morning right here behind us. So they get to finish right here. And so this road represents the final mile, you know?
That's outstanding. And listen, Randy has taken some amazing pictures. The reels that we have posted of his photographs have gotten a ton of plays, and
Yeah.
it's breathtaking, the scenery. Like everything that I've seen there, I'm like, man, these racers are just getting to experience views that you don't get anywhere else.
Yep. And the wonderful part so far about this race this year is that, you know, in 2015, there were, you know, 3 injuries right off the bat. There were rescues right off the bat. There was, you know, people that dropped right off the bat. But here today, at the end of this race, now they only have a simple trek, not really a difficult trek here to finish up. The likelihood of anybody dropping is unlikely, and the likelihood of anybody being injured is very, very minimal now. And that's awesome when you see the terrain that they went through, the chances that they had to, you know, be in the wilderness, which again, the wilderness fights back. And I can see them now.
Heck yeah.
Yep, there they are. Hey, let me turn this around for you. Maybe I can get you a view. All right, so that's the street. It's a mile from the other end where the trail is that leads up to, yeah,
The mountain
those
that you can't see.
mountains that you can't see. Those are mountains that are gone. And there they are. They're coming up the sidewalk. So this last mile, they get to see straight ahead the resort the whole time.
Right. And it probably feels like it's forever away because you're like, man, I just need to get that last mile.
Yeah, it does. And I think that the course design, with most of the last 36 hours being here at the finish line at Alyeska, really has comforted people. They're chilling out back there. They're having breakfast and coffee, and they're just taking their time, knowing that they're not going to spend 12 to 15 hours up on that glacier. Now they've got extra time to get these checkpoints and hang out and, you know, talk and chit chat about stuff. They're talking about their experiences during the race, which is just, that's the best part about adventure racing.
Well, and it's great because like this afternoon at 2, I think Jason Magnus is going to try to join us on the live. And
They got their hands up.
oh,
Oh, they go back.
yeah, so
You better run it. You better run it in. You're live.
we want to see them booking it in.
They don't have to, man. They have booked the entire time, and now they're just chill. So,
well, yeah, I got to think that being able to see not only your competitors but just other teams and get that social aspect of this last couple legs has has had to be uplifting for all of the teams.
I think I can zoom in. I didn't know I could
Oh, you
zoom
can.
in
Look
while
at
I was
you.
on Zoom. Huh.
I can see them.
You see them right there?
I can.
Yeah, they're about 200 meters away. And they're just, I can hear them laughing.
Hey, it's almost over now. The pain and suffering has close to ended, and you know, they know they've got the victory in the bag. And I mean, what a way to do it. I mean, literally dominating from start to finish. And I mean, it doesn't look like they had any bobbles or anything that would have caused them even to
No.
be stressed about their place in the race. Every time that we've seen them in photographs or anything that we've seen, they've been smiling and laughing and
Yeah.
and having a good time, which isn't always the case when you're looking at people that are pushing as hard as they're pushing.
Yeah, no, I tell you, they've been focused for sure, but Megan, one of their new teammates here, has just been smiles and laughing and giggling the whole time, like it was an effort, no effort at all in this. Come to me right here. Let's finish this thing up. Here they come.
Heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the winners of Expedition Alaska, Team Bones.
Yeah, baby. You ready? Ready to run it in?
Look at that. Still have energy to run it in. Great job, guys. And there you have it, the winner of the Adventure One World Cup, Expedition Alaska 2024, Team Bones.
Roy's trying to run away already. He's like, I smell food.
I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, you're live. Don't you worry about it. So tell us here. Tell us how it was up there on the top.
It was a maelstrom up top.
Yeah.
I mean, the wind was howling. It was hard to stand up straight, crossing the creeks.
Yeah. So you were good with the decision to come on down and be. That was yeah.
I mean,
Good.
It would have been silly for us to
Yeah.
try and do that.
Fantastic. What about you, Smiles?
I'm so happy to take my shoes off and
Yeah.
and yeah, it was awesome.
You're done.
Yeah. It was brutal.
You? Yeah, you're smiling now. You haven't smiled since this thing started. Is he awake?
Yeah, he's awake.
Mary, that was I don't know, your 400th expedition race?
Oh no.
No.
That's my second time in Alaska.
Second time.
She's undefeated in
I'm
Alaska.
Undefeated in Alaska.
World reigning Alaska champion.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you guys come back. There's going to be some more. All right. Good luck. Yeah. Go check in. Oh, by the way, I need a punch card. Oh, no. All right. That makes it official right there. All right.
All right, there you have it, everyone. Oh, glad that we could bring the finish live to all the viewers. Jeff, we will let you go do administrative stuff, and we will hop back on at 2:00, hopefully with special guest Jason Magnus, who can also talk about racing in Alaska in 2015.
All right, man. See ya.
All right. We will see you guys later.
Okay.
Hey, Justin has third degree parsnip burn